Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming. Hope you're having a wonderful day. On this video tutorial, we're going to make these adorable little garlands that have lemons, limes, and orange as a theme, and that you can use in a two-tiered stand. So I'm going to show you what is going to be involved, and then we'll hop right in. As you are hopping on, I would love to know that I'm not standing in my craft room talking to my cell phone. Feel free to ask questions, feel free to sprinkle all that normal good stuff. Okay, have you guys seen this at Dollar Tree yet? It's Crafter's Square. It says it's a wood bead garland. And you guys, these are basically square or square-ish wood beads for $1.25, and I think you get, I don't know, there's like 18 or 19 pieces on each one. So we're going to use that. We're going to use some little pieces of faux fruit. I don't know if you guys have this, but I do, because I have strawberries, apples, watermelon, lemons, limes, all kinds of things, because I love to do container decorating. Anyway, so I'm going to show you how you can use some of this stuff on a garland. We're going to paint wood beads, and I'm going to show you how you can make some really cute little polka dot things. So I have a lot to show you, and then I'll give you a little preview of the stuffies that I'll be making, probably either today or tomorrow, that coordinate with all of this, that you could also use in your two-tiered stand. So that's what we're going to be doing. All right, let's start at the very beginning. Let me show you what I've made so far. Isn't that cute, you guys? Oh my gosh. This is a lemon, in case you're wondering. And these are some of the square beads. And then these are some of these little lemons. And this is just a wood tag from Dollar Tree that I painted. These are the paints that I am using today. This is Waverly No Prep acrylic paint in maize, which is Spanish for corn. It's a great color of yellow. If I had had a little bit brighter color of yellow on hand, I would have used that, but this works fine, and I didn't have to go anywhere. I already had it. So that's one. The other color we're going to be using is this one, and I love it. It's called Scallion, and it's a great green that works perfectly with the Magnolia green chalk paste and the Magnolia green ink. Also from Walmart. And then this is pumpkin. It's a great color. I like this color for oranges too. And I can't remember if I did anything with black or not, but if we do, that's that. And then I used this. Okay, so this was the second one that I made. And we're just gonna have fun and do some different things. I'm gonna show you what is possible and how creative you can get. So let's talk about, first thing, painting your beads. This is how I typically do it. I get a plastic cereal bowl and some shish kebab spears, and then I'll get, well, let's cut these off and we'll do these, okay? So I'm just going to do 5. But you can load your skewer, your shish kebab skewer, up with as many as you want. And you can also do round beads, which I have done some. And let me tell you about the round wood beads that I have. This year, this Christmas time, at Walmart, they had a bunch of just natural beaded garlands for your Christmas tree that were like $3.88, and after Christmas was over, they were 50% off. And so I bought a whole bunch of them, and they had different size beads on them, and I basically just cut those apart, and this is what I have been using recently for my beads. And these are great. That was such a good deal. I'm always, you know, wood beads can be kind of expensive, so I'm always looking for something that is less expensive. So you could do something like that. Or you could take a bead that already has, let's see. Like for example, this is a white painted bead. I have no idea where it came from. But you could take a bead that already has something going on, and I'm going to show you what you can do with that. It's not wanting to go on here. Okay, so I just have mine propped in this cereal bowl, and let's do some more green. I love this color. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of paint on a paper plate. I'm going to show you how I did the limes, or the lemons. I did make a faux lime too, at the same time. Okay, this is about out of paint. All right, so basically, if you're doing the little square beads that came from Dollar Tree, I'll just start painting them, and they do want to kind of roll. But if you push them towards one end, can you guys see what I'm doing? And then you can paint the top and the bottom of them. You can, if you just keep fiddling around with it, you can get them completely covered. I would love to find some spears, shish kebab spears or something like that, that are exactly the size, have exactly the size hole that these beads do, but that's basically what you're gonna do. And then I'll just leave them on my little shish kebab spear until they are dry. It's the same thing with the round ones. You're just going to take your time, and sometimes, depends on what color and kind of paint you're using, sometimes you will have to give them a second coat. And you know, you don't always have to have your beads match what your project is, but sometimes it's just nice to have that and have it be an exact match to what else you're doing. Okay, and that's basically it. Super easy. Okay, let me show you another fun idea. This is a white bead. I don't know where it came from. It's been in my bag of beads for a while. And this is like an embossing tool that came from Dollar Tree. Okay, it's got a round dot on either end. This one's bigger. It is kind of fun to take your bigger thing and dab it in some paint, and then you can do polka dots on white beads. You could also do polka dots on a natural colored bead, or even like a darker one. Like if you had a red or a blue bead, you could do white polka dots on that. And this is just so easy. And I have some that I've finished. I'll show you in just a second. So, okay, so those are two things that you could do. You could paint either these Dollar Tree beads or the round wooden beads. You can also stain them, but for today, we're doing lemons, limes, and oranges. So I did these three colors: this pumpkin, this maize, and this scallion. All right, let me set these aside so they can be drying, and clean off my little embossing tool, and let's actually put together something, and let me show you the whole idea with the lemons and limes. Okay, on this one, I was able to drill holes in these little teeny lemons using my husband's drill, and I'm going to show you how I did that. And then you can just string them right on there. Okay, so this is, let's find one that I haven't drilled yet. Here is one, a brand new one. And you don't need a fancy drill for this project. I've got too much stuff on my desk today. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is my how I do drilling at my house. I just have a piece of wood, and then I'm going to hold on to my little lemon using some of these vice grips. And you guys, it seriously could not be any easier to drill a hole. With the round slice like this, I'm gonna find one that looks decent. I've had these for at least 15 years, so they don't all look great. I just drilled a hole towards the top of the slice. Easy, easy, easy peasy. Where did the lemons come from? You know what? I have a whole stash of different faux fruits that I've had for 15 years or so. I probably got them at either Michael's or Joann's. They're super old, but I have seen stuff like this that you can get probably Hobby Lobby has something like this in the floral section. And these are really kind of foamy, so they were easy to drill. Okay, so let's see. Before I came live, I painted some of these wood tags. And we're gonna do this one right here. We're doing a lemon and lime theme, and also oranges. And so I'm going to be using this all over pattern from Magnolia DIY called Lemon Pattern. Isn't that awesome? We're going to be making in the next few days a little garden flag too. So, and probably some tea towels. I'm not going to use this big one though, because I have one from last year that I have cut up into a million little pieces for a project that I did last year. And so I'm going to just use that. Let's see. Here's a little lemon. I'm going to do this one in black, and I'll show you why, because I have some super cute beads that are all ready to go. And then let's do one of these and this. I'll hold it up in just a second and show you guys. How do I want this to go on here? This needs to come down a little bit lower. For this garland, we will be doing a black and white theme, and for the other one we'll be doing a green and white theme. Okay, so I'm going to stencil all of these, and I'm just going to be using some very basic black chalk paste. You could totally do pillows. I'm reading the message from one of my followers, and she says that she wants to make pillows using that all over lemon pattern. That would be adorable. Okay, and I'm just going to use a squeegee that I've cut down really small. A lot of chalk paste on here. I did some cute white beads in black and white polka dot and black and white stripes, and I can't wait to show you those. And then we're also going to do this other garland using this same idea, but in the green color. So it looks like lines. Okay. Shoot. I see already that I've got black chalk paste on my fingers and I got it on my little piece. Darn it. But when it's fully dry, I'll just use a antibacterial wipe to wipe off the spots where I kind of messed it up. I'm just throwing my little stencils in the tub of water here off camera. Get this off my fingers. All right, so ignore where I messed it up. I may come back actually and repaint the whole thing and redo it, but we'll use it just so that you can see what you can do. Okay, before I came live, I did something very similar with this one. And I used the Magnolia green chalk paste. Isn't it cute? And I also used my palette knife, just dabbed it in the chalk paste and went around the edges to kind of create the edge around it. I love that look. Okay, let's make the green one first. What is everyone doing today? Who's crafting? Is anyone crafting? What kind of things are you making today? Okay, I'm going to start with the garland, and this is what I usually use to make any kind of a beaded garland. It's called, well, hey Beth. It's called Natural Polished Hemp. And I get mine at Walmart. It's inexpensive. I'll show you how to make a tassel. Well, actually, I'm not going to show you how to make a tassel for this one because I have something to go on the end of it. So let's start with this end. Going to do one of those double knot right here. And let's just start putting some beads on. And before I came live, I did some fun things here that I'm excited to show you. Just pull them out. Okay, I took one of these big lemons and I painted it green, and it's going to be on the very end. And then I did a bunch of just little round wood beads in green, and I put some polka dots in that green paint on these white beads that I had. So let's start here. boy, this is really way too long. Let's go a little bit shorter. Something else with that. I'm just going to do every other bead be a green, then a polka dot, then a green, then a polka dot. And you can keep going with this idea as long as you want. I'm going to make this a shorter garland. Look how cute it is already. Okay, and what I like to do when I have a beaded garland is I like to take this second string and just sort of feed it up through the center of the first 2 or 3 beads, and then I'll cut it off and it'll disappear. And this polished hemp from Walmart, it's waxed, which makes it easy to thread. Where just regular jute or hemp can be hard. I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter. Okay, so I'm going to cut this little tail off right here after the second bead. And it will totally disappear. And then I'm going to take, this was just a bigger lemon that I painted with the same Scallion color paint. And thread it on here. So cute. And then I'm going to put one of these green beads at the very end. And just imagine, you could do this however long you want, but I'm thinking that these would be adorable in a 2-tiered tray in wherever you keep those. Most people have those in their kitchen. Mine is dressed up for beach right now, but it would be adorable to do either lemon or lime or even oranges. And these stencils, really, you can get away with using either orange chalk paste to give it an orange look, like a citrus orange. You can do lemon or yellow for lemons, and you can even do green chalk paste or ink to create sort of a lime look. All right, look how cute that is. Isn't it adorable? Now I will take this outside on a cardboard box and I will give it a spray of this clear matte sealer, both the beads and the little wood piece, and it'll be permanent. Super easy. Okay, so I've got these guys going on. This one has the slice at the end, and where's the other one? Here it is. And it has a lemon at the end of it. All right, let's see. Is this even remotely dry? No. Let me get my heat gun. Thank you, Kath. Thanks, Peggy. There's so many different things that you can do with these little garlands. And if you're using these square wood beads or round beads that you paint, and then some little slices of fruit to coordinate, I mean, you can go absolutely crazy with it. Okay, I really did a not great job with this. So I'll clean it up after we're done here. Let's go ahead and use this little piece of jute that I had already cut out. And I may come back and do palette knife edging, which, let me show you how you do that. I have several amazing crafting friends that do this frequently. I've done it maybe 10 times, but the person that pops first into my head is Miss Beth Eaton. She uses like a professional palette knife. I use a Dollar Tree palette knife. These come in a set of 3. I'm going to show you just on this little yellow one that's painted. And we'll do it, let's do green. And I'm using chalk paste. So when I do a stencil on here, I would do a green something to go with it. So you're just going to dip your palette knife, this flat part, in your medium, whether it's paint or chalk paste or whatever it might be. And this is how I hold on to it. And then you're basically just going to kind of go around the edges, and it will go on in different thicknesses and different places. If you would go over the whole entire surface, you get a really cool effect. Last year I did palette knife pumpkins that were so cute. This is what I'm talking about, how you can get kind of some really fun personality. That's it. It's a great way to do edging, and it's super easy. And if you're going to stencil something with some chalk paste, you can use that exact same chalk paste to do the palette knife edging. Okay, let's come back to this piece here, which I'm going to have to fix because it has some big boo-boos. Big. But let's start right here. And for this one, let me think. What did I think I was going to do? I'm going to do black and white and lemons. Okay, and so before I came live, I painted some square beads black. I also took some existing beads that I had, and I used one of the Magnolia pins to do black polka dots on it, and I also did some striped ones. And I have some little black beads as well. I'm not sure exactly what we'll use, but let's just give it a try. Let's start with the square. Polka dot. Do another square and then a lemon. And I pre-drilled these before I came live. Oh, it's going to be adorable. Okay, I'm going to do my little trick where I take this tail and I thread it up through the top 2 or 3 beads before I cut it off. We'll make this one longer. Let's do stripes. I was so excited when I got my husband's drill out and these lemons to see if it was even possible to drill through them, and I was able to do it. Oh my gosh. I may come back and do some yellow on here. did not do a very good job with the hole in this one. So let's see if we can just make it a little bit bigger. Okay, just a teeny bit off of this. There we go. Isn't that cute? And then let's do 3 lemons at the end and 1 little black piece to finish it off. This is personal preference. You can do your little garlands, your beaded garlands in whatever order you like. Go through there. I'm not going to turn my drill on, but I'm just going to see if I can make that hole a little bit bigger. Yes. Is having a problem. This is why it's so good to use this polished, this stuff, this polished hemp, because there's absolutely no way in the world that you would be able to thread a regular piece of jute or hemp through one of these teeny little lemons. I'm having a hard time just doing this. Okay, one more try. What do you guys think? Other than the difficulty I'm having right now, okay, we're just gonna have two lemons at the end of this because I can't seem to get another one threaded on there. And I will come back and clean once it's like fully dry. I'll clean these little smudges off, and I may add a little yellow to this wood tag as well. And that is it. So let me show you the ones that I've made, and then I'll show you a preview of the next project that I am going to be working on. I will get it all finished up, and probably I'll either go live either later today, but most likely tomorrow with that. Okay, I wanted also to make some stuffies for a two-tiered stand. This was the first one. Here's the second one. Here is the third one. And I didn't have any little limes, so I just painted a lemon green to do this one. And then here's the last one. Did that give you some good ideas? I hope so. Well, hey Sheila, happy Friday to you too. Okay, so I wanted to make some stuffies to coordinate with all of these garlands using the same colors and doing a lime, an orange, and a lemon Okay, and so what I did to start this out was I took these 3 colors of paint. And this is white canvas. It's canvas duck fabric that came, I believe this stuff came from Hobby Lobby, but you can get canvas everywhere. It's just a nice thick canvas fabric. And then I made some I painted stripes to work with, and then I stenciled that all over pattern, which is so adorable. This over the top of it with some white ink from Magnolia. And you get this look. And then I've made my patterns. I haven't glued anything together yet, so I'll be coming back to show you that. This is a lemon pattern that I made out of computer paper. Here's an orange slice pattern. And then I just freehand cut a leaf. So what we'll be doing when I come back is we'll be making a stuffy that looks like this for a 2-tiered stand to coordinate with one of these. Or this one maybe. And then here is my orange slice. And I think they're going to be adorable. So I have a front and a back. I'm going to stuff them, come up with some fun things to show. Anyways, so these were the ideas that I wanted to share with you today. Really, your only limitation on coming up with some really cute little beaded garlands is your imagination. These square beads came from Dollar Tree. My round beads were something I took off of a Christmas tree garland at Christmas time, but you can order these in all different sizes everywhere. You can pick them up at craft stores too. Try Amazon, try Etsy, try Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby. And then you can get super creative with what else you want to add to your garlands. You can also decorate your beads in all kinds of cute different ways. Like this is going to be adorable. I'm going to put this on something. It's those orange polka dots. All right. Well, I hope you liked these ideas. I will get some good pictures that I'll put here in the comments. I will also just take pictures to put separately here at DiyDreaming. If you want a link to this awesome stencil, it's called Lemon Pattern, or any of the different inks or chalk pastes or anything else, just say link and I'll be glad to give it to you in the comments, so you don't have to go hunt it down and look around for 30 minutes. I can give you a direct link to that. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to ask, and I will see you guys either later today or tomorrow for these adorable little stuffies that we'll be making for our 2-tiered trays to go with these little garlands. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for joining me. See you later.